Hi, Pengha. Pengha, nice to meet you. What's happening here in Korea? It's really cold outside. It's too harsh today.
It seems like you're describing different weather conditions. Is it cold or hot where you are? If you're feeling one but describing the other, we could try practicing sentences about weather to make it clearer. Let me know.
GPT, listen carefully. In Korea, outside is very cold. It's minus 1 degree Celsius. I feel it's very cold because we are entering, I think we are entering winter season. So minus 1 degree Celsius it seems to me very cold because we just entering, I think, in my opinion, we just entering the winter season. You know, I am wearing, I wear innerwear today because my commuting time takes almost 40 minutes. So I need to be cautious about the weather because I caught a cold last week. So I need to be cautious about that.
Got it. Here's a clearer way to express that. In Korea, it's very cold outside, around minus 1 degree Celsius. It feels especially cold since we're just entering the winter season. Today, I'm wearing a thermal belt because my commute takes about 40 minutes. I need to be cautious since I caught a cold last week. Let me know if you'd like to tweak any part.
No, no, no. Well noted. I really appreciate your kind support, and I understood. I understand what you're trying to say. Well noted. I think there's to be slightly adjusted or modified or changed thing. Okay, well noted. Okay. Uh, anyway, without further delay, let's dive into my practice session. Listen carefully. First, I want to be I want to be a piece of evidence that uh, that can show that can show uh, even elderly person like me still can learn to speak English. I want to make it clear that I'm just a student, not a teacher. This YouTube channel is not about teaching English to someone else. It's simply to show my own English learning journey through YouTube platform. The purpose of this channel is to demonstrate that even elderly learners like myself, who don't use English in daily life, can still learn speak English. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, your message is clear. Here's a more polished version. I want to be proof that even older learners like me can still learn to speak English. Let me clarify. I'm just a student, not a teacher. This YouTube channel isn't about teaching English to others. It's about sharing my own English learning journey. The goal is to show that even those who don't use English daily can still make progress. Does this align with what you want to convey?
Yes, certainly. Absolutely. That's exactly what I understand. Mr. Capelli, I have something to tell you. Even if, no. When, as I told you before, so many people suggested their own practice method after viewing my YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, saying, try this way. Try this way. Why don't you try this way? But honestly speaking, it's really hard to follow them exactly. I'm not sure which method is best for me. But let me tell you something. Listen carefully. I plan to stick with my own approach and keep going steadily. So please be my be my supportive partner. I think you are doing great. Please help me as much as you can possible. So I believe this time would be a good evidence, a good piece of evidence that proving proving that an elderly person can still learn speak English. Okay, this and listen carefully. This video, this YouTube video shows everything. My mistakes, and my awkward moments, my messed up moments, where I'm embarrassed or where I am embarrassed or don't know how to say or don't know how to explain the thing that I want to explain. This video is not edited version. This video is this video is not edited to show when I speak well. It's this is a full video including all my errors, concerns, troubles, mistakes, and challenges.
You're doing a fantastic job expressing your thoughts. Here's a refined version of your message. As I mentioned before, many people suggest their own practice methods after watching my YouTube channel. They say, try this, or why don't you do it this?
As I told you before, unless there are significant errors, you don't need to give me refined or polished version. This is my practice, English speaking practice time, so I want to speak as much as I can possible. So uh, I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, I got it. Thank you for your kind support. But however, please help me to speak as much as I can possible. You know, I'm recording our whole practice session, and I will leave you after our voice mode is finished. So unless there are significant errors, you don't need to give me refined or polished version of what I said.
Got it. I'll focus on helping you speak naturally without interrupting too much unless there's a major error. You're doing great, and it's awesome that you're recording this for practice. Let's keep the conversation flowing.
Okay, without further delay, let's dive into my dialogue practice time. Did you get a chance to access the number seven dialogue file that I uploaded a few weeks ago? It's workplace conversation examples, HR and administrative team simulated conversations. Can you find it? We didn't finish that file yesterday, so I would like to start the middle of the number seven file. I would like to start at the middle of number seven file.
Yes, I've found the file titled Workplace Simulated Conversations with HR and Administrative Team Dialogues. Let's pick up from the middle of that file. Where would you like to start? Do you
You know,
remember the specific section,
of course,
or
of
should I find a
course,
good point to continue?
of course. I remember what we didn't, I remember where we finished yesterday. The section number four. I would like to start with section number four. I would like to take the role of David, and because I am David, and please take care of the rest of the role. Okay, okay. Here I go. Listen carefully. Hi. The air conditioning in our department seems to be malfunctioning. Malfunctioning. Could you arrange for maintenance? Could you arrange for maintenance?
Sure, I'll play the admin role. Let's get started. Admin. Thanks for letting us know, David. I'll contact the maintenance team right away. They should be able to check it out by this afternoon.
I got it. I got it. In my opinion, you just slightly changed your Last line, but that's acceptable and understandable. Okay, let's keep going. I think you are doing great. We are running low on office supplies. Can we order more? Can we order more? Could we order more? How about this version? Could we order more?
Yes, both can we order more and could we order more work, but could we order more sounds a bit more polite and formal. It's a great alternative. Let's continue. Sure, just send me a list of what you need and I'll take care of it.
Okay, I got it. Let's keep the moment away. I need to book a flight for an upcoming business trip. Should I handle myself or go through the administrative admin team? No, no, my pronunciation was bad. Let me speak one more time. I need to book a flight for an upcoming business trip. Should I handle myself or should I handle myself? Should I handle it myself? Should I handle it myself? Should I handle it myself or go through the admin team?
Your second attempt was much clearer. The full version, should I handle it myself or go through the admin team, is perfect. Let's keep going. You can go through us, just send the details, and we'll make the arrangements.
I got it. I got it. How do I claim transportation expenses for my last trip? How do I claim? How do I claim? I think this sentence is very important for me because our company really hesitate to give us the money. I mean the transportation expenses for our team's business trip. So I believe this sentence would help me in my real life situation. Listen carefully. How do I claim transportation expenses of my last trip? How do I claim? How do I claim transportation expenses? I mean, how do I claim the whole expenses, the whole business expenses? How do I claim the whole business trip expenses for the last week meeting?
Great practice. Here's a smoother version. How do I claim the whole business trip expenses for the last meeting? This version flows well and sounds natural. Let's continue the dialogue. You'll need to submit the receipts along with the expense claim form. Let me know if you need the template.
Hmm. If you don't mind, please let me listen one more time. Please let me listen one more time. Honestly speaking, I don't understand. If you don't mind, please let me listen. Please let me listen one more time.
Of course. Here's the sentence again. How do I claim the whole business trip expenses for the last meeting? Let me know if you'd like to repeat or adjust it further.
Would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Sure, here it is again. How do I claim the whole business trip expenses for the last meeting?
Okay, I got it, I got it. Let's keep on going. It's your move.
Great. Let's keep the momentum. What's the next line you want to practice?
No, 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 no. It's your move. For as admin.
Got it. Let's continue with the next line. You'll need to submit the receipts along with the expense claim form. Let me know if you need the template.
Okay, let's keep on going. Is there anything I can to help with the upcoming company anniversary event? Is there anything? Is there anything I can do to help with the upcoming company anniversary event? Upcoming company anniversary event. Upcoming company anniversary event. Is there anything I can do to help with the upcoming company anniversary of event. Upcoming company anniversary event. Upcoming company anniversary event. upcoming company anniversary event. Is there anything I can do to help with upcoming company anniversary event?
Your pronunciation is improving. The sentence sounds natural now. Is there anything I can do to help with the upcoming company anniversary event? Let's continue the dialogue. Thanks for offering. We might need some volunteers to assist with setting up on the day.
Do we have a dress code for the company dinner next week? Do we have a dress code for the company dinner next week? Do we have a dress code? Do we have a dress code? Do we have a dress code for the company dinner next week? Do we have the dress code? Do we have a dress code for the company dinner next week?
Perfectly said. Here's the response. It's business casual. We'll send out a reminder email with all the details.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I heard we are hiring for a new position in our department. Could you tell me could you tell me more about it? 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 I heard we are hiring a new position in our department. I heard you are hiring. I heard we are hiring for a new position. I heard we are hiring for a new position. I heard we are hiring for a new position. I heard we are hiring for a new position in our department. Could you tell me more about it?
Great repetition. The correct version is I heard we are hiring for a new position in our department. Could you tell me more about it? Here's the response. Yes, we're looking for a quality assurance specialist. If you know anyone who might be interested, feel free to refer them.
If you don't mind, please let me know one more time.
Of course, the phrase, if you don't mind, please let me know sometime, is polite, but it might be more natural to say, if you don't mind, could you let me know sometime? It adds a bit more flow and sounds slightly more formal. Let me know if you want to practice this.
Apologies for my bad pronunciation. What I said a moment ago is, if you don't mind, please let me listen one more time.
No worries at all. Here's the line again. I heard we are hiring for a new position in our department. Could you tell me more about it? Feel free to repeat it as much as you'd like.
That was my last line, and you go next.
Got it. Here's my response as admin. Yes, we're looking for a quality assurance specialist. If you know anyone who might be interested, feel free to refer them.
Would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hires? Would it be possible to join the new interview panel for the new hires? Would it be possible to join the new interview panel for the new hires?
Well said. A slightly more natural version could be, would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hire? Here's the response. Of course, we're always looking for team members to provide input. I'll add your name to the list.
My last time was important, so I practice more time. Listen carefully. Would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hires? Would it be possible to join the new interview panel? Interview panel. Interview panel. Would it be possible to join the new? No, 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 no. I don't time. Would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hires? Would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hires?
Yes, you nailed it this time. Would it be possible to join the interview panel for the new hires? sounds perfect. Your pronunciation of interview panel is improving too. Let's keep practicing at your pace.
I believe it's your turn. It's your move.
Of course, we're always looking for team members to provide input. I'll add your name to the list.
I got it. I got it. Could you help me? Could you help me? Could you help me update my emergency contact information in the system? Could you help me update my emergency contact information in the system? Could you help me update my emergency contact information in the system? Could you help me update my emergency contact information in the system?
Perfect. You've got the sentence down. Could you help me update my emergency contact information in the system? Here's the response. Absolutely. Just send me the updated details and I'll make the changes.
Do you know where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? Do you know where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? Do you know? Do you know? Do you have any ideas for where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? On remote work.
Both versions work. But here's a slightly smoother option. Do you know where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? Let's keep it simple for clarity. Here's the response. It's available on the intranet under the Policies section. Let me know if you have trouble accessing it.
GPT, listen carefully. I'm just wondering which version is more natural in English. Listen carefully. Do you have any ideas for where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? Or do you know where I can find the latest company policy on remote work?
Good question. The second version, do you know where I can find the latest company policy on remote work? Is more natural in everyday English. It's direct and commonly used. The first version, do you have any ideas for where I can find, is grammatically correct, but sounds a bit more formal and less common in casual conversation.
I got it. I got it. I believe you are my great conversation partner because you got the big data for English sentences and English dialogues for everyday life. So I believe your suggestion would be correct because you got the big data for human life.
Exact. My suggestions are based on patterns from everyday conversations and real world usage. You're doing great by focusing on natural, commonly used phrases. Keep up the excellent work.
Okay, okay. I wanna keep going with you. Uh, it's your turn again. It's your turn again. It's your move again. Let me listen one more time, please.
Sure, here's my response again. It's available on the intranet under the Policies section. Let me know if you have trouble accessing it.
I just want to listen one more time.
No problem. It's available on the intranet under the Policies section. Let me know if you have trouble accessing it.
I wanna listen one more time. How about this version? When I want to ask you speak one more time, I wanna listen one more time. How about this version? I wanna listen one more time.
I want to listen one more time is clear and understandable, but a more natural way to ask might be, could you say that one more time? Or can I hear that again? These sound more conversational.
Could I hear that again? How about this? How about this version? Instead of can I listen that again? Or could I listen again?
Good question. In conversational English, we usually say, "Could I hear that again?"
Could I
or "Can
hear
I
that?
hear that again?" rather than "Listen, can I listen to that again?" is grammatically correct, but less commonly used in this context. Hear is more natural when referring to someone repeating something.
Could I hear that again? Can I hear that again?
Exact, both "Could I hear that again?" and "Can I hear that again?" are natural and commonly used. The first one sounds a bit more polite, while the second is more casual.
I got it. I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's move on to the next file. Number one text file that contains workplace conversation examples for APQP meeting. Uh, from now on, I'd like to move on to number one text file. This file includes various dialogue conditions for APQP meeting in automotive industries.
Got it? Let's switch to the APQP meeting file. I'll help guide the conversation. Where would you like to start? Do you want to take on a specific role again?
Yeah, of course, of course. I would like to take the role of project manager. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. First, introduction. Listen carefully. Project manager addressing all attendees at the APQP meeting. Project, project, project manager addressing all attendees at the APQP meeting. Engineering, design, manufacturing, regulatory, or purchasing. And listen carefully. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate you all taking the time to join today's APQP meeting for our new automotive camera project. Our primary object is to ensure we are all aligned and to address any issues that may affect our timeline or quality objectives. Let's start with the roll call to make sure everyone is present. Engineer team, purchasing team, regulatory team, design team, hardware team, mechanical team, optical team, and software team. And PQC, IQC, OQC, and listen carefully. The last team is uh, production team.
That's a solid start. Here's how your introduction could flow naturally. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate you all taking the time to join today's APQP meeting for our new automotive camera project. Our primary objective is to ensure we're all aligned and address any issues that could impact our timeline or quality objectives. Let's start with a roll call to confirm everyone's presence. Engineering team, purchasing team, regulatory team, design team, hardware team, mechanical team, optical team, software team, and lastly, the production team. Would you like to practice adding more or move to the next part?
I wanna move to I wanna move on to the next part.
Great. Let's move on to the engineering department update. You're still the project manager. Go ahead with your line.
Anyway, I'm just wondering. I wanna move on to the next part. Is correct for grammar for English grammar in English grammars.
Good question. I want to move on to the next part is grammatically correct and commonly used in conversation. However, I'd like to move on to the next part. Sounds a bit more polite and formal. Both are perfectly fine depending on the tone you want to set.
Okay, okay. I would like to move on to the next part because you know I can use my English skills only in the workplace conversation situation. So I think I need to practice a polite way or formal way to express my opinion. So I will use the sentence. I would like to move on to the next part.
That's a great choice. Using I'd like to move on to the next adds a professional and polite tone, which is perfect for workplace conversations. Let's continue practicing with this approach. Ready for your next line as the project manager?
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. I really thank you for your patience. That patience that I am preparing or my thank you for your patience for my repetitive and tedious practice.
You're doing fantastic. Repetition is key to mastering a language, and your dedication will definitely pay off. Let's keep going at your pace. I'm here to support you every step of the way.
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. Excellent. Before we dive into the update, I want to remind everyone of the importance of this project to our company and our customer. Delivering on time with the highest quality is our top priority. And now, let's proceed with the departmental update. Engineering team, you are up first. 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 Did you? Can you hear me? Engineering team, you are up first. You go first.
Great delivery. Here's a possible response from the engineering lead. Absolutely. We finalized the initial CAD models and have begun finite element analysis to assess structural integrity under various stress conditions. Additionally, we've started prototyping the PCB layouts for the camera module. Would you like to continue with your role?
Oh my God, please stay with me. You go too fast. That was the next line of the specific of the this but that's the next line of this line. Listen carefully. I think I need to say, I need to speak, I need to share this line first. Listen carefully. Could the engineering team provide a comprehensive update on the design and development status? And you go next.
Got it. Let's rewind a bit. Your turn first. You. Could the engineering team provide a comprehensive update on the design and development status? Now, my turn. Absolutely. We've finalized the initial CAD models and have begun finite element analysis to assess structural integrity under various stress conditions. Additionally, we've started prototyping the PCB layouts for the camera module. Would you like to respond or move to the next section?
For my listening practice, if you don't mind, let me listen one more time.
Of course, here's the line again. Absolutely. We've finalized
Could I
the
hear one
initial
more
CAD
time?
models and have begun finite element analysis to assess structural integrity under various stress conditions. Additionally, we've started prototyping the PCB layouts for the camera module.
Can I hear one more time?
Sure, here it is again. Absolutely. We've finalized the initial CAD models and have begun finite element analysis to assess structural integrity under various stress conditions. Additionally, we've started prototyping the PCB layouts for the camera module.
Could I hear one more time, please?
Of course, here's the line again. Absolutely. We've finalized the initial CAD models and have begun finite element analysis to assess structural integrity under various stress conditions. Additionally, we've started prototyping the PCB layouts for the camera module.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. That's great progress. I think that's great progress. Have you encountered any challenges during the simulations? have you encountered any challenges during the simulation? I think that's a great progress. I think that's a great progress. Have you encountered any challenges during the simulations? Have you encountered any challenges during the simulation?
Excellent. Both versions work well, but have you encountered any challenges during the simulations? It's slightly more common when referring to multiple tests. Here's the response. Yes, we noticed that under high vibration conditions, there's a risk of component displacement on the PCB. We're considering adding additional mounting points to reinforce the structure. Would you like to continue?
Could I hear one more time, please, for my listening to this time?
Absolutely. Here's the line again. Yes, we noticed that under high vibration conditions, there's a risk of component displacement on the PCB. We're considering adding additional mounting points to reinforce the structure.
I got it. I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. It's my turn again. Have you analyzed how this change might affect the overall design and assembly process? Listen carefully. Have you analyzed how this change might affect the overall design and assembly? Might affect the overall design and assembly process.
Perfect delivery. Here's the response. We're currently evaluating that. The modification could require adjustments in the housing design, but we believe it's manageable. Let me know if you'd like to hear it again.
Please expedite this analysis. Please expedite this analysis. We need to avoid any cascading delays. Also, ensure that any design changes are communicated promptly to the manufacturing team. I believe this line would be really important our in our workplace condition because you know 4M is always important because it could sometimes sometimes changes cause many trouble. So we need to we need to keep an eye on it. We need to keep on eye on the changes. Listen carefully. So I think I need to practice one more time. Please expedite this analysis. We need to avoid any cascading delays. Also ensure that design changes are communicated promptly to the manufacturing team. And how about this version? Any design changes are communicate properly with the manufacturing team, not the I would like to use the with, not instead of to. Listen carefully. Also ensure that any design changes are communicated promptly with the manufacturing team. You got it?
You're absolutely right. Tracking changes is crucial in the workplace. Here's some clarification. Ensure that any design changes are communicated promptly to the manufacturing team is the standard phrasing. Communicated promptly with the manufacturing team implies a two-way conversation, which might not fit if you're just delivering updates. Using to is more appropriate when passing on information.
Could I hear one more time, please?
Of course, here's the correct phrasing again. Ensure that any design changes are communicated promptly to the manufacturing team.
So you choose to instead of with in this context. Am I right?
Yes, exactly. In this context, to is the better choice because it emphasizes passing information from one group, design, to another, manufacturing. Using with would suggest a more collaborative, back and forth discussion, which isn't the main focus here.
Okay. I got it. I got it. I I think I understand what you're trying to say. Okay, I got it. And next, it's your move.
Great. You're doing an amazing job. Let's keep the momentum going whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Please take the role of lead engineer.
Got it. Here's my line as the lead engineer. Understood. We'll have a detailed report ready by tomorrow afternoon. Your move.
Okay. Listen carefully. Quality team, please update us on the development of the control plan and preparation for the PPAP submission. Listen carefully. Listen carefully.
Certainly. Certainly, we've drafted the control plan, focusing on critical dimensions and performance characteristics of the camera module. We've identified key control points in the manufacturing process to monitor. Your turn.
For my listening repetition, can I hear one more time, please?
Of course, here it is again. Quality manager. Certainly, we've drafted the control plan, focusing on critical dimensions and performance characteristics of the camera module. We've identified key control points in the manufacturing process to monitor.
Excellent. Excellent. How about the PPAP elements? How about the PPAP elements? Excellent. How about the PPAP elements?
Perfect. Here's the response. We've collected most of the required documentation, including the DFMEA and PFMEA. We're working on the measurement system analysis, MSA studies, to ensure our gauges and measurement equipment are accurate and reliable. Would you like to hear it again?
Can I hear one more time, please? I don't. Honestly speaking, I don't understand. I just thinking. Another thing. I mean, I just thinking about the another thing. So honestly speaking, I don't understand. Let me hear one more time.
No problem. Here it is again. We've collected most of the required documentation, including the DFMEA and PFMEA. We're working on the measurement system analysis, MSA studies, to ensure our gauges and measurement equipment are accurate and reliable. Let me know if you need further clarification.
Are there any issues with the MSA that we should be aware of?
We've found that one of our optical measurement systems has variability beyond acceptable limits. We're calibrating it and may need to service it if calibration doesn't resolve the issue.
Please prioritize this. Accurate measurements are crucial. Accurate measurements are crucial, especially for the initial production runs.
Understood. Understood. We'll make sure it's addressed immediately.
Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Let's keep the momentum going. Purchasing team. Next, the next section is basically purchasing team. Give us an update on supplier readiness and any of supply chain concerns. Supply chain readiness and any supply chain concerns.
UT. We've completed assessments for all Tier 1 suppliers. Most are prepared for ramp up. However, our lens assembly supplier is experiencing delays due to a shortage of specialized glass materials. Your move.
Mm, okay. What's causing the material shortage? What's causing the material shortage? I just want to ask you something. What's causing the material shortage? What's causing the material shortage? What's causing the material shortage? What's causing? What is causing the material shortage? What's the causing material shortage?
There's a global supply constraint due to increased demand and limited production capacity for this type of optical glass.
Mm, have we explored alternative suppliers or materials? Have we explored? Have we have we have we examined alternative suppliers or materials?
Yes. Yes, we're in discussions with an alternate supplier who can meet our specifications. We're also evaluating the feasibility of using an alternative material that's more readily available.
GPT, listen carefully. Which one do you prefer? Have you explored alternative suppliers or materials, or have we examined alternative suppliers or materials?
Both are correct, but have you explored alternative software or materials? Is more commonly used in this context. Explored suggests actively searching and considering different options, which fits well when discussing alternatives. Also, note that software is uncountable, so it doesn't take an S at the end.
No, 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 no. Apologies for my bad pronunciation. That's not it. I didn't mention the software. It was a suppliers. So I would say, have you encountered? No, 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 no. I say on time. I say on time. Have you explored alternative suppliers or materials?
Got it. Between have we explored alternative suppliers or materials and have we examined alternative suppliers or materials? Explored is more commonly used. It suggests actively searching and considering options. Examined is more about closely analyzing something already identified. So in this context, explored fits better.
Okay, okay, I got it. I understand. Okay, understood. Let's keep the moment going. It's your move.
Great. Let's keep things moving. Your turn to steer the conversation.
No, 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 no. I believe it's your move as purchasing manager. You go one more time, please.
Yes, we're in discussions with an alternate supplier who can meet our specifications. We're also evaluating the feasibility of using an alternative material that's more readily available.
Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact of any materials changes on the product performance and compliance. Basically, please coordinate with the engineering team. No. I say one time. I'm sorry. Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact of any material changes on the product performance and compliance. Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact to assess. No, not the access. It's it's assess. It's it's assess. Listen carefully. Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact of any material changes on the product performance and compliance.
Great effort. Here's a slightly refined version. Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact of any material changes on product performance and compliance. This version uses assess instead of access for accuracy. Would you like to try it again?
Could I hear one more time, please? If you don't mind, could I hear one more time, please?
Of course. Here it is again. Please coordinate with the engineering and quality teams to assess the impact of interior material changes on product performance and compliance.
Will do. Will do. We'll set up cross-functional teams to discuss it. to discuss this. Let's keep it, let's keep it, there is no subjective in this sentence. Will do. Will do. Am I right? There is no subjective. There is no main role of this sentence. Will do. How can I translate this short, very short sentence in Korean? Will do.
You're right. Will do is a short sentence, but it does have a subject. We. It's just implied in the contraction. In Korean, you could translate it as 그렇게 하겠습니다 or 우리가 그렇게 할게요, depending on the context. It's a casual and affirmative response, meaning we will take care of it.
So you mean will do means we will take care of it. Never mind, we'll take care of it. Am I right?
Yes, will do is a shortened way of saying we will take care of it or we will handle it. It's a casual, confident way to confirm that the task will be done.
So it means I can handle with that.
Exact, I can handle it is similar in meaning, but it's used when you're personally taking responsibility for something. Meanwhile, will do or will take care of it refers to a group effort.
How about this version? I can handle it smoothly. I can handle it without no trouble. I can handle it without no trouble.
Careful there. I can handle it smoothly is fine, but I can handle it without no trouble has a double negative. A better version would be I can handle it without any trouble. This keeps the sentence grammatically correct.
So you mean I would say I can handle it without trouble. I can handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it without trouble.
Yes, that's correct. I can handle it without trouble is clear and natural. You could also say, I can handle it without any trouble if you want to emphasize it a bit more.
I can handle it without any trouble. I can handle it. Believe me, I can handle it without any trouble. I can handle it without any trouble.
Perfect. That sounds natural and confident. You're doing great. Keep practicing like this.
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Okay, it's my turn again. Manufacturing team, listen carefully. How are preparations going for mass production? And are there any resource constraints we need to address? Listen carefully. The manufacturing team, how are preparations going for mass production? And are there any resource constraints we need to address? Are there any resource constraints we need to address? Are there any resource constraints we need to address?
That was spot on. Here's the response. Manufacturing. We're progressing well. The production line layout has been optimized for efficient workflow, and equipment installation is on schedule. Operator training programs are in place, focusing on critical assembly steps. Would you like to continue?
Great, great. Have you identified great. Have you identified any bottleneck in the process? Have you identified any bottlenecks in the process? Have you identified any bottlenecks in the process? Great. Have you identified any bottlenecks in the process?
We've noticed that the adhesive curing process for the lens assembly is time consuming, which could slow down the line.
Is there a solution to reduce curing time without compromising quality? Is there a solution to reduce curing time? Is there any solution? Is there a solution? Is there a solution? Is there a solution to reduce curing time without compromising quality? Is there a solution to, I say on time, I say on time, I say on time. Is there a solution to reduce, is there a solution to reduce curing time? Is there a solution? Is there a solution? Is there a solution to reduce curing time without compromising quality?
Perfect repetition. Here's the response. Process: we're testing a faster curing adhesive that maintains the same bonding strength and reliability.
Make sure the quality team validates this new adhesive thoroughly before implementation.
It seems like you're aiming for: make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. Does that align with what you wanted to say?
Yes, correct. What do you want to say? What do you think about my last line? Is there any suggestion or recommendation for my of what I said before a moment ago?
Your sentence was clear, but here's a smoother version. Make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. It's concise and
That makes
professional.
sense.
Avoid adding phrases like audience savvy or people implemented unless they fit the technical context, which in this case they don't.
So, if you are talking about if you are talking about the word order, I think that makes sense. So you mean I might say make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive people implementation. Am I right? Am I correct? Do you agree with that?
Not quite. The phrase auditing people implementation doesn't fit naturally in this context. Instead, you should stick with: make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. It
That's
keeps the
exactly
focus
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
task and avoids unnecessary or unclear terms.
I believe that's exactly what I'm saying. I think that's exactly what I said a moment ago. Listen carefully. Make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. I believe we are on the same page, and uh, I believe I told you exactly same as you, right?
I see what you're aiming for, but auditable people implementation or auditing people implementation doesn't quite fit. It sounds unclear and doesn't match the context of validating an adhesive or process. For clarity and natural flow, it's best to stick with: make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. This keeps the meaning straightforward and professional.
Oh my God, oh my God. I believe I told you exactly same as you. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive before implementation. How about this version?
I see now. It sounds like you're saying OT achieve people implementation. Is that right? If you're referring to a specific term like OTA, over the air, or a
No, no,
system
no, no, no.
implementation involving people, it would need to be clarified depending on context. For example, make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new OTA system before implementation. Would you like to refine this together?
No, no, no. I, I think, in my opinion, maybe my microphone, microphone's performance is not good enough to convey my speaking correctly to you. Listen carefully. I say one more time. Make sure the quality team thoroughly validates this new adhesive people implementation.
You have reached the message cap
Oh
for
my God! Oh my
GPT-4.
God!
Please try again
Oh my
later.
God! Oh my God!
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
That's terrible.
You have reached the message cap for GP.
I'm disappointed about your time limit policy. I'm really disappointed about your time limited policy for my customized mode. Oh my God. GPT, are you there? Are you there? Can you help me? Can you help me? I just finished my own customized mode because my customized mode has a specific time limit, about 50 minutes to 1 hour. So I have to continue my practice session with you because I couldn't access more time with my own customized mode. Anyway, I want to keep this practice session more over 1 hour 30 minutes. So we just left 29, 29 minutes to until finishing this practice session. Do I make myself clear? And please help me kindly to improve my English communication skills.
I'm here, David. Let's make the most of these remaining 29 minutes. How about we continue with some English practice? We can do some free talking or focus on specific phrases. What would you like to start with?
Listen carefully. I prepared a few sentences to repeat many times. These sentences are inspiring me to 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 keep them in my mind and use them in my relaxation. Carefully. Here is the first one. Let's try something else. Let's try something else.
Great choice. Let's try something else is a versatile phrase. Repeating it will definitely help it stick. Let's say it together a few times. Let's try something else. How does that feel?
I feel great. I feel I'm feeling under the weather because I caught a cold last week.
I am sorry to hear you're feeling under the weather. Colds can really take a toll. It's good to rest and take care of yourself. Hopefully, practicing these sentences will help distract you a bit and lift your spirits.
Okay, let's get on going. Listen carefully.
Sure.
So this is carefully. You make me want to be a better English speaker. As I told you before, you make me want to be you made me want to be a better English speaker. GPT, listen carefully. You made me want to be a better English speaker. Uh, uh, about 10 months ago.
That's a wonderful sentence, David. Repeating it can definitely reinforce your motivation. Let's say it together. You made me want to be a better English speaker. Nicely done.
How about this version? You made me want to be a better English speaker about 10 months ago.
That sounds great. Let's practice that version. You made me. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Oh my God! Oh my God! I believe. I hope we are on the same page. Can you hear me loud and clear? You might say you made me want to be a better speaker. Better. You made me want to be a better English speaker about 10 months ago. Am I correct?
Yes, you're absolutely correct. You made me want to be a better English speaker about 10 months ago. That's a perfect sentence to express your journey. You're doing great.
At the same time, you made me want to be a better English speaker about 10 months ago.
Well said, David. Repeating it like this will surely help it become second nature. Let's do it one more time for good measure. You made me want to be a better English speaker about 10 months ago.
Okay. Let's keep the moment away. Let's keep the moment away. Communication isn't about exchanging words. Communication is not about it is not just about communication is not just about exchanging words. It's all about interacting and making sure the other person understands and is satisfied with my responses.
That's a powerful message about communication. Line of practice. Communication is not just about exchanging words. It's about interacting and making sure the other person understands and is satisfied with my responses.
Communication is not just about exchanging words. It's all about interacting and making sure the other person understands and is satisfied with my responses.
Sorry about that. Let's try it again. Communication is not just about exchanging words. It's about interacting and making sure the other person understands and is satisfied with my responses.
Honestly, I'm not sure what level I've achieved. I don't think I've achieved. I don't think I've reached a high level of communication skills, but that's okay. No problem. It's not a big deal. If I can convey my thoughts or opinions to others, that's that's what matters most. That's what matters most. Do I make myself clear?
Absolutely, David. Being able to convey your thoughts and opinions
Honestly.
clearly. Let's continue practicing together. And you'll keep improving.
I sometimes. I think this short paragraph is very important for me. Basically, honestly, I'm not sure what level I've reached. I don't think I've reached a high level of communication skills. But however, that's okay. No, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. No issues. No problem. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. If I can convey my thoughts or opinions to others, that's what matters most. That's what matters most.
That's a fantastic perspective, David. Let's practice it. Honestly, I'm not sure what level I've reached. I don't think I've reached a high level of communication skills. However, that's okay. It's not a big deal. If I can convey my thoughts or opinions to others, that's what matters most.
Okay. GPTs can be much more useful depending on how they are customized. Basically, GPTs, GPTs mode can be much more useful depending on how they are customized.
That's a valuable point, especially for your practice. Let's repeat it. GPTs can be much more useful depending on how they are customized.
The usefulness of GPTs varies a lot based on how they are customized. Basically, I say that the usefulness the usefulness of GPTs varies a lot based on how they are customized.
Perfect. GPTs can be much more useful depending on how they are customized. You're doing a fantastic job with these sentences.
Um, I sometimes. I'm not. I think I already aware of the word usefulness, but I think it's very weird to use in my different situation. Basically, the usefulness of GPTs varies a lot based on how they are customized.
I see what you mean. Usefulness does fit, but it might sound a bit formal in casual conversation. A more natural way could be, GPTs can be a lot more useful depending on how they're customized.
That's exactly what I would say. That's exactly what I would say. GPTs varies a lot. Uh, varies a lot. Uh, GPTs, uh, GPTs, GPTs is very useful. Uh, very useful based on how they are customized.
That's a great way to put it. GPTs are very useful based on how they're customized. Nice job.
I prefer that way. I prefer the last version to use in my real life situation. Basically, GPTs can be useful based on how they are customized.
That's a great choice. It's clear and straightforward. GPTs can be very useful based on how they're customized. Nicely done, David.
I'm going to get a test just in case. I'm going to get a test. If I feel corona symptom, if I feel corona symptom, I'm going to get a test just in case for my family.
That's a wise decision. Let's practice. If I feel corona symptoms, I'm going to get a test just in case for my family. It's always good to be cautious.
Yes, yes. Always, it's always need to be, it's always need to be cautious with them. With it.
I understood you perfectly. Being cautious is key. Do you have another sentence you'd like to practice?
Break language barriers with AI-powered translation. Break language barriers with AI-powered translation. AI-powered. Can how can I translate this short sentence in Korean?
You can translate that sentence into Korean like this. AI 기반 번역으로 언어 장벽을 허물다. This captures the idea of breaking language barriers with AI-powered translation.
Break language barriers with AI-powered translation.
Great. Let's practice. Break language barriers with AI-powered translation. Nicely done, David.
The more you immerse yourself in English through conversations, listening or reading, the more natural it will become. The more you practice, the more confident and fluent you will become. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you will become. The more you practice, the more comfortable and natural these dialogues will feel. The more you practice, the more comfortable and natural these dialogues will feel. The more you speak, the more you speak, the more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express what you understand.
These are great points, David. Practicing English regularly is definitely the way to improve. Let's practice one of these. The more you practice, the more comfortable and natural these dialogues will feel. Repetition really does make a big difference.
Listen carefully. I prefer the last one. Listen carefully. The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express what you understand.
That's a great one to end with. The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express what you understand. Keep practicing, and you'll keep getting better.
The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express yourself naturally.
Perfect! The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express yourself naturally. Great job today, David.
The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to describe yourself in English.
Exactly. The more you speak in English, the more you will be able to express yourself in English. Repetition truly makes a difference. Keep up the excellent work.
I think it would be I think it would be good to call back friend who called me a few days ago. I couldn't answer at the time. I couldn't answer at that time. I couldn't answer at that time. I think it would be I think it would be good to call back friend who called me a few days ago. I couldn't answer. I couldn't answer right away at the time.
That's a thoughtful gesture. Let's practice. I think it would be good to call back a friend who called me a few days ago. I couldn't answer at the time. It's always nice to return a call.
How about this version? I think it would be better to call back later. Who to call back later? My coworker who called me a few days ago.
Let's refine that a bit for clarity. I think it would be better to call back my coworker later who called me a few days ago. That flows nicely.
Okay, let's get one more thing away. I've traveled too many countries. I have traveled too many too many countries, including the USA and the Philippines, and I enjoyed the unique characteristics of each place. Each place had its own characteristics. I want to remember all that places.
That sounds like a rich travel experience. Here's a polished version. I have traveled to many countries, including the USA and the Philippines. I enjoyed the unique characteristics of each place and want to remember all those places.
JPT, basically, our practice session based on the textbook is over, and let's move on to our free talking time with random keywords. Please give me your random keyword for today.
All right, let's dive into free talking time. How about the keyword innovation?
No, 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 no. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Please give me a new one.
No problem. Let's try travel as our keyword. That should be fun to talk about.
Travel is very famous and normal, natural word for the pre-talking time or the can be a agenda for two ice break. So okay, I got it. Travel. Oh my God, oh my God. Listen carefully.
Free talking and a fantastic icebreaker. Have you had any memorable trips you'd like to share?
Oh my God, oh my God. Listen carefully. Uh, uh, I'm sorry. Please, let me take a minute. Let me take a minute. I have to, I have to release. I have to change. My, I have to change. I have to, I have to, I have to check. No. I have to approve my team members, my team members, uh, my team members, usage of their computer. Do you understand?
Got it. You need to take a moment to approve your team members' computer usage. Take your time, and we can continue when you're ready.
However, I don't understand. The application, cell phone, the application for the approval of application for the approval of computer usage is not working right now. I'm very embarrassed about. I'm very embarrassed. So let me take more minutes. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No worries, David. Technical issues can be frustrating. Take your time to sort it out. We can resume whenever you're ready.
I don't understand. I didn't change password or ID for this system. Why, why, why this system is not working? I don't understand.
Technology can be unpredictable sometimes. Have you tried restarting the application or checking your internet connection?
Uh,
Sometimes a simple restart can resolve these issues.
Let me take a minute. Hold on, please. Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back. No, my ID and password was my ID and password are correct, and you know the code, the problem code, the problem the root code of the problem is server. The server is not working. Server is not working right now. So my application, my smartphone application, my smartphone application could not actively communicate with the server. So this application is not working right now. So I couldn't approve my coworker computer usage right now. I don't understand. I'm very embarrassed, and this makes me very uncomfortable because my coworker, my part member uh, arrived arrived this arrived very early at this morning, but however he couldn't his computer right now. That that's very disappointed. So, I mean, I really disappointed about the company policy for our computer usage because you know our life changes many times. So sometimes we need to it, sometimes it's very hard to expect the uh, e- exact computer usage time. So I think the I think our computer management team should have uh, plan to for um, if we want to our computer at the very early morning or very late night, we have some kind of a contingent plan to use them without any trouble.
It sounds like a frustrating situation, David. It's understandable to feel disappointed when technical issues interfere with your work, especially when it affects your team. Having a contingency plan for early or late computer usage sounds like a practical suggestion for your company. Hopefully, the server issues get resolved quickly.
Me too. I hope the server issue get resolved quickly.
Fingers crossed it gets fixed soon. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about while we wait, just let me know.
Okay, let's get back to our random code time. Today's random code is travel. So, as I told you before, honestly, I don't really like the travel because I think my my body is not suited for the long distance travel because I'm very I feel very uncomfortable if I eat something uh, in new place. So I don't like to try new food because I might feel very uncomfortable in my stomach whenever I try new food in distant place.
I understand. travel can be challenging, especially with sensitivities to new foods. It's important to prioritize your comfort. Do you have any tips for managing when you have to travel?
Yes, yes, of course. I got, uh, I got, I mean, I prepared specific strategies for my stomach. My uh, eating restrictions. I have specific food restrictions for the spice food or extreme extreme uh, extreme cool food with ice because my stomach my stomach would have trouble with that kind of food. Extreme hot or extreme cold. Do I make myself clear? So I have specific strategy to avoid that kind of food when, whenever I have to eat new food in the distance place.
That makes perfect sense. Having specific food restrictions helps you avoid discomfort. It's good to have a strategy for managing your diet while traveling, especially with extreme temperatures in foods. It shows you're well prepared for your trips.
Okay, okay. You know, you know, I think I am not good with directions. So, you know, there is specific application in Korea. Have you ever heard T-map? I think T-map is wonderful. I think T-map is wonderful gift from the God because I'm not good at the directions. So whenever I traveled far from my home, T-map helps me very well. T-map is wonderful thing. T-map is really my thing. So I can go anywhere in Korea with T-map. T-map really helps my long distance travel.
That's great to hear. Navigation apps like TMAP can be a lifesaver, especially if you're not confident with directions. It's wonderful that it helps you travel around Korea with ease. Having a reliable tool like that can make a big difference in your travel experience.
And I think I need to be cautious if I need to travel long distance. I need to always check my car's fuel. I mean, fuel state of my car. It's very important. Sometimes, if I travel in rural area, maybe there is no gas station at there. So if I travel long distance, I need to be cautious to check the fuel state of my car.
Absolutely. Checking your car's fuel level is crucial, especially in rural areas where gas stations might be scarce. It's a smart habit to ensure you have enough fuel before long trips. Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. What do you mean? I think I understand that expression, but please explain it more with detailed information. Better to sorry.
Better safe than sorry is a saying that means it's wiser to be cautious and take precautions to avoid problems rather than taking risks and regretting it later. For example, making sure your car has enough fuel before a long trip is being safe to avoid the sorry of running out of gas.
So I would say better safe than sorry. Am I right? Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. Better safe than sorry. It's a handy
GPT,
phrase to use.
GPT, listen carefully. Is that a item or well-known saying in English?
Better safe than sorry is a well-known saying in English. It's commonly used to advise caution in various situations.
Okay, I got it. I got it. You know, our presentation is already over. Over 90 minutes. So it's time to go. It's time to wrap things up. I have to work. I have a lot of things to do. Today is November 19th, Tuesday. I hope you have a productive day ahead and take care of yourself. Outside is very cold. Please take care of yourself. Bye for now. I'm really looking forward to have next session tomorrow. I hope time coming soon. I hope next I mean I hope next session is coming soon.
Thank you, David. I'm looking forward to our next session as well. Have a productive day and stay warm. Take care and bye for now.
Okay. Stay warm. You too. Stay warm. Pengba.
Pengba, stay warm.